sign and registered us for campsite 83 instead of 88. But anyway, they straightened it out at the office. But when I went back to the office to correct it, I got a little karma. Yeah, that's the sorry ass donut on my car. And I've got to tell you, man, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's the concept of the goddamn donut spare tire. Whoever came up with that whole idea just to save a little space and money, I would love to take that tire and try and man. God, I hate that kind of crap. So of course, it wasn't the back tire that went flat. It was the front tire. I ran over a stick and man, it just poked a hole. Went flat within minutes. So, it's really hard on a transmission to have two different size tires on the drive axle and on the drive system. They fight each other at times. At least that's my understanding of how they work. And so I basically had to jack up the car with that crappy screw jack they have, take the back tire off, put the stupid donut on there, then take the back tire and put it on the front so that I've got two decent tires on the front anyway. And I know, it's first world problem. This is not the end of the world. Campsite turned out to have internet access, no satellite, man. You can see all the trees around here. But it's $20 a night, and we've got water here, and there's a dump station and stuff. So it's just perfect, man. It's just a fantastic place. I can fish here if I want to. And there's deer running all around, and there's one person down there. That's about it for anybody around. We've got somebody, there's a trailer here, but I've never seen anybody there. I don't know if they just park it here for the week or what. But the website says that the, sites are limited to vehicles at 30 foot. Well, we're 38 feet, and yeah, it would be uneven. We couldn't park much longer than that. But in reality, there's quite a few sites here that would easily handle our size RV. The road is really tight in spots, and that may be where that limitation comes from. But, if you're careful, you can get around. But you can see the site isn't perfectly level, since if you look closely at the back wheels, they aren't actually touching. There's our water if I want to drag the hose over there, which I will fill up before we leave whenever we go on there. But it's quite the wilderness area here. So I'm going to cheat and use my Mac to record this little video here. We have migrated south from New York, and this area of the country, the Northeast Corridor, provides some real challenges for RVing. The further you get towards New York City, of course, it's very few RV parks. The traffic's heavy. There's toll roads. So what we did is we stayed at Copake Falls, north of New York City, and then
cool. We're on the Rip Van Winkle Bridge, man. We're welcoming into the land of Rip Van Winkle.
Must be kind of where
that got us close enough that we could drive right past New York City on into New Jersey, and we stayed overnight at a state park there called Turkey Swamp, which sounds awful, but it was a reasonable place. $40 a night, which is a little pricey, but by East Coast standards is pretty inexpensive. But we just stayed one night there, and then we went on to Delaware. Near Wilmington, Delaware, was a really nice state park called Lum's Pond. And the only problem with it was that Wilmington is where the University of Delaware Blue Hens football team is located, and the state park's booked on the weekends because of people coming to watch the Blue Hens play. And when I saw the name Blue Hens, I couldn't help but wonder, if there's blue hens, are there blue cocks? Which sounds rather disturbing. But as it turns out, there are blue hen hens and blue hen roosters. So they are known for being ferocious fighters. And so the name does apply, I guess, appropriately to a football team. But the challenges of population and traffic and limited choices in RV options kind of makes it a little bit of work around here. So one thing that if you're going to RV out in this area, I would highly recommend, and that is to get an Easy Pass transponder, because it pays your toll bills automatically out of your checking account and saves you the trouble of having to get tickets and pay at the toll booth and constantly stop at those things. And most of the states out here, like from Ohio on east and then New York on south, even parts of Florida, I think, take Easy Pass. So it really saves a lot of hassle when you're in these more populated areas. But while we were there at Lum's Pond, and the weather's been very rainy out here for the last couple of weeks, we really haven't been doing much. But we did go to Philadelphia and did do some sightseeing. We rode one of those get on, get off when you want tour bus things. We actually just never got off. We just rode around because it was rainy and it was really kind of cool.
She was captured by the English and put on trial for witchcraft. She was leading troops. She was telling people the Lord was speaking to her, telling her to fight, and she was wearing pants. The English liked none of these things and had her burned at the stake. She was a gift to us from the French government on the 100th anniversary.
Terry's back had been bothering her, so it's perfect. She didn't have to walk, and we just kind of watched the scenery go by and listened to the guy explain what all we were seeing. But Philadelphia is a nice place to visit, and certainly worth more than the time that we put in there. But we did enjoy it. But anyway, we've made it out of those major metropolitan areas and are now in Maryland and have made it to our style of camping. And we're in a national park campground with limited facilities, but it's gorgeous here. Fantastic, very inexpensive, and it will warrant a separate video. But anyway, that's just a quick update of what we're doing and what's been going on, so that you don't think we dropped off the face of the earth or something. Anyway, thanks so much for watching.